And now for an animal joke. Why did the whale cross the ocean? Why did the whale cross the ocean? The answer is going to be revealed at the end of the episode. But first, get your ears ready because
it's the happiest animal show on planet Earth. The happiest animal show on planet Earth. Do you want to be sad?
No!
Do you want to be glad?
no! Wait, yes!
Well, it's the happiest animal show on planet Earth.
Hello and welcome to the Happiest Animal Show,
On planet Earth.
the podcast that asks the very important question, what animal is making you happy today? Not yesterday, not even last night, but today. I'm Rob.
And I'm Laura, and we are a sister-brother pair of zoologists, filmmakers, and songwriters. We are here to explore the wonderful world of wildlife and discover why animals make us happy.
On this episode, we are celebrating World Oceans Day with some of our favorite big ocean animals. You'll hear a song about an animal that looks like a giant dinner plate with wings. And we'll talk to very special guest Tierney Thys about a bizarro fish that is making her happy. Here we go!
What animal is making you happy today? I want to know.
On today's episode, we are celebrating World Oceans Day. So happy World Oceans Day, everybody. And the theme we gave ourselves is big ocean animals.
Yes.
Really narrows it down. Laura, why don't you go first? What big ocean animal is making you happy today?
Here we go. Clues. Okay, first, it's a whale. Clue number one, it's a whale.
All
So you're going to have to figure out the kind of whale.
Great.
Clue number two, it lives in all the oceans all over the world.
Okay,
It's all over the place.
great.
Clue three, it has the tallest dorsal fin of any of the whales. And the dorsal fin is the fin that's on its back and sticks up out of the water. If you're wondering what a dorsal fin is, it's the tallest.
All right, so I already know
I
what
know.
it is.
And the other clue I have is that it is black and white.
The ocean panda.
Yeah, you nailed it. No.
So you chose the orca, also known as a killer whale.
Yes, I picked a killer whale.
Killer whale.
That is an awesome pick for World
you.
Oceans Day. Why are killer whales making you happy?
They're making me happy because I think it's so cool that they are the top predator in the ocean, meaning great white sharks are afraid of them, and I love that so much. I love the idea that a killer whale just swimming into an area that has great white sharks. The great white sharks would just be like, nah, I'm getting out of here. We're going to go somewhere else for a while.
Yeah, it commands respect wherever it goes.
Yeah, the great white sharks leave.
Orcas are the ultimate force to be reckoned with. Let's list some of their animal awesomeness.
Okay, animal awesomeness. Here we go. They are big. I think they get up to around 30 feet. They have giant dorsal fins on their backs. They can get up to like 6 feet tall. That's taller than you. That's a hilarious thing to be sticking out of your back.
Yeah, that's bigger than me.
Yeah, they're fast. They're smart. They communicate with each other with language. They use sonar. They've got a lot of, as you said, animal awesomeness.
A true icon of the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
And there are also specialized orca family groups around the world, even some that live in the open ocean.
Right.
But here in the Pacific Northwest, we tend to think of two kinds.
Right. So we have the residents, which eat fish. They live in big family groups. They're loud, they're chatty, they're social. And then there are the other ones that are the transients, or the bigs, killer whales, and they live in smaller groups. And they eat mammals, like seals and sea lions. They even eat other whales. So they're sneaky and they're quiet.
Yeah.
Quick question for you, Rob, and for all of you listening at home. What kind of killer whale would you want to be? Would you like to be a resident, so you're living in a big group, eating fish? Or would you rather be one of the transients that just kind of hangs out with a couple other killer whales and is super sneaky while you try to eat mammals like seals and sea lions?
I think I'd like to be a resident. I want to be in a big family group and be like super playful and noisy, jumping around, having a good time.
Yeah, it's hard to have somebody to be like, shh. we're going to go hunting. Yeah. I think I'd pick a family too. It'd be more fun to be loud. One of the few times in my life that I've ever gotten chills all over my body from seeing an animal was when we saw killer whales in Alaska. And it was a total surprise.
Yeah, it was the big killer whales, the mammal eaters.
Mm-hmm.
I remember it was really eerie because just like suddenly 3 dorsal fins were cruising by.
Yes, they just came out silently out of the water. These super tall, black, pointy dorsal fins. And there were 3 of them, which meant there were 3 killer whales.
Yeah.
And then they just swam right by the boat.
It felt like they were out hunting, you know? That was one of those really special encounters because we weren't out looking for them. Orcas are definitely one of those animals that I would travel long distances. I would go to other parts of the world on an expedition just to see orcas because they're that majestic. It's worth it to go see them.
Yeah. So that's my pick, killer whales.
Great pick. We'll find out what I picked right after this.
It's time for everybody's favorite game show. Name that sound! What is making this sound? Is it A, a humpback whale, B, an elephant seal, or C, your uncle, moaning when he realizes the cookie jar is empty? And the answer is A. It's the song of a male humpback whale. Hold on, I need to talk to the judges. Yeah, could you check my cookie jar? It is empty. Looks like I need to stop at the store on the way home. Until next time, thanks for playing everybody's favorite game show. Name that sound!
And we are back. Rob, I'm on pins and needles. I'm on sea urchins and needlefish. Wondering, what big animal did you pick for World Oceans Day?
Well, my animal, interestingly enough, is also black and white.
What?
Yeah. And my animal also has been measured up to nearly 30 feet long.
Whoa.
Yeah. Well, I should say really 30 feet wide.
What?
Yeah. My animal has more of a diamond shape to its body, and it has a skeleton made of cartilage.
Okay, this is a good clue for me. So, is it a type of shark?
It is not a shark.
Is it a type of ray?
It is a ray, yes.
Okay.
It's a fish, and it's a ray, and it's shaped like a diamond and 30 feet wide with a big gaping mouth.
Is it a giant manta ray?
Ding, ding, ding. Yes, it is a giant manta.
Giant manta ray. That is a great pick. I didn't even think of that when I was thinking about this episode.
Yeah.
What does the grandma in Moana turn into? Remember
she turns into a manta.
Does she? I love that part. Towards the end of her journey, and her grandma shows up as a manta ray, all sparkly, and just swims right under the boat. Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if I could come back as any animal, a manta would be kind of the perfect choice.
Yeah, it's like you could fly. You're flying underwater all the time. Rob, why do giant manta rays make you happy?
Manta rays are like the spirits of the ocean. And when you're in the presence of a manta ray, it's a magical feeling. It's really special. And I mean, honestly, the thought in my mind every single time I'm with a manta is, I can't believe I'm here right now.
Yeah, interesting.
This is incredible that I get to do this right now.
Mm-hmm. It's like the manta ray has chosen you. It's like, I'm going to come see you.
Yeah. One of my favorite encounters was in Hawaii, and the sun was going down, the light was kind of coming through the water, and these beautiful kind of dappling light rays flashing around, and a group of mantas showed up, and they were just following each other, and I free dove down underneath them to get a look at what they looked like underneath, and one of them got spooked a little bit and pooped on me.
A magical manta poop.
But I took it as a sign of good luck.
I think it was. It's kind of like good luck when a bird poops on you.
all that good luck that you get when birds poop on you.
Yeah, isn't that a thing? I always say it's a thing. If a bird poops right on you, it's good luck. So I think if you end up swimming through a cloud of manta ray poop, that's extra good luck.
Yeah.
I'd say the theme so far of our episode is just like magical encounters with animals that you don't see very often. And then when you see them, it really makes you feel like something special has happened.
Yeah.
All right, so manta ray was Rob's pick, a wonderful choice for a big ocean animal.
Thank you, Laura. And now it's time for a song. Here's a song I wrote about one of my all-time favorite big ocean animals, the Mola, or ocean sunfish. This song turned out a little bit like if the band Coldplay had decided to have a second career as marine biologists. Enjoy!
I've traveled the world, sailed every sea, thought I had seen all there is to see. Then I saw your face, and I couldn't believe how a fish like you could ever come to be. Mola, Mola, now you're swimming through my dreams. Mola, Mola, like a dinner plate with wings. Mola, Mola, how I wish that I could be a Mola, 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 Mola. I can't believe my eyes, Mola, Mola, at your enormous size. Mola, Mola, nothing else is like a Mola, 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 Mola. You look just like two enormous fins attached to a head, but without the body. The largest bony fish, up to 14 feet, 5,000 pounds, eating mostly jellies. Mola, Mola, now you're swimming through my dreams. Mola, Mola, like a dinner plate with wings. Mola, Mola, how I wish that I could be a Mola, 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 Mola. I can't believe my eyes, Mola, Mola, at your enormous size. Mola, Mola, nothing else is like a Mola, 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 Mola. From the surface above to the blue below, you're like a ghost. Tell me, where do you go? If I could make a wish and have it come true, I'd want to be a fish like you. Mola, Mola, now you're swimming through my dreams. Mola, Mola, like a dinner plate with wings. Mola, Mola, how I wish that I could be a Mola, 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 Mola. I can't believe my eyes, Mola, Mola, at your enormous size. Mola, Mola, nothing else is like a Mola, 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 Mola.
Before we get on with the show, here's a quick message for the grown-ups.
And we are back.
It's that time in the show for the Happiest Fanimal, where a fan like you gives us clues for what animal's making them happy. Today's submission is from 5-year-old Leilani from Kihei, Hawaii, and here are the clues. Clue number 1, this animal wears a tuxedo. Clue number 2, it flies super fast. Clue number 3, it knows how to fly from Alaska to Hawaii. Clue number 4, it travels super far and goes back to the same lawn or grassy patch every trip. And the answer is a bird called the golden plover. The golden plover makes Leilani happy because it doesn't stop flying all the way from Alaska to Hawaii, and it's so tiny. How does it do that? Thanks for your submission, Leilani. And grown-ups, if you or your family would like to submit a Happiest Fanimal, visit our website at happiestanimalshow.com. Our special guest today is Tierney Thys, a National Geographic Explorer and Research Associate at the California Academy of Sciences. We are lucky to have her. Tierney, thank you for joining us on the Happiest Animal Show.
Yay!
Woohoo!
Happy to be here.
So, Tierney, here's the big question. What animal is making you happy today?
Well, I have many animals that make me happy every day. So it's hard to choose just one. One animal that I've been studying for many years is the ocean sunfish.
Ocean sunfish.
That's such a great pick. I love ocean sunfish so much. They're also called molas.
Yes.
I love how bonkers they look. They're big and they're just the most weirdo looking fish. It's so cool to know that weirdo animals like that exist out there.
Yeah, I mean, Rob loves them. I gave Rob a Mola Mola sweatshirt for Christmas.
So why do ocean sunfish make you happy?
For so many reasons makes me happy. I started studying it about 30 years ago, and I never thought I'd spend 3 decades of my life studying it, but it just makes me happy.
For people listening who have not seen an ocean sunfish or a mola, how would you describe what they look like?
Well, say they're a swimming head with no tail, but a tail to tell. It moves mainly with its big fins. It's like a swimming head with fins.
Yeah.
And
yeah, that's the way I've always thought of them.
Strange things about them, like their backbone is completely fused.
Wow, it's solid. It's like got a rod through its back. It doesn't.
Yeah,
It's not able to move it.
It just
That's so
moves
interesting.
those fins, both the little peck fins by its chest and then the long ones. But it can't wiggle its backbone like most.
So it can't really wiggle like a fish. It's just the only way it moves is its fins.
It's fins. It's like a little tank with fins. And they can actually move quite quickly when they want to and fly up out of the water, clear the water by 3 body lengths.
No way.
They can jump.
They can
jump
breach.
out of the water.
They can breathe.
Wow.
Yes.
That must be a sight.
It's a sight
I
to
didn't
see.
know
And then
that.
they flap down and make these loud flapping noises.
Fish cannonball. That's awesome.
People think they're lethargic, slacker, clumsy, clunky, ugly. And when you get to know them, they are nothing of the sort. They have an interesting diet where they eat all sorts of things when they're little. And then when they get to be a meter, then they start to specialize on jellies. They can eat, Portuguese man-o-war.
Yeah, that would sting everyone else.
But they just
they can do
slurp
it.
them down and have tentacles all over their face. And it's...
This is giving me serious Superman vibes. Clark Kent, right? Seems clumsy, nerdy, overlooked, but then you realize he's Superman and he can fly and battle alien type creatures. This is like a Mola. So someone out there needs to write a story called, Mola Man, Truth, Jellies, and the Ocean Way.
Yeah, he wears glasses, and you can't tell that it's a mola until he takes his glasses off.
Wait a second. Where did this giant fish come from? Yeah, so somebody out there, write a story about a Mola man battling a Portuguese man of war or something, and then eating it.
Yeah, you could write so many fun things about molas. Tierney, you told me something interesting about their eyes. What's that?
And they have these muscles that they can pull their eyes deep into their socket.
What?
Yeah.
They suck their eyeballs back into their head?
Their eyeballs back in. They're big eyes for their size, for their visual privilege. But they do have this ability to pull those eyes in to protect them from those stinging tentacles. Yeah.
Wow.
That's a really cool trick.
Are their bodies, when they're eating a Portuguese man of war, are they getting stung? Do they have a protection against that? Why don't they care about it?
Well, they have a lot of thick mucus. And that mucus has a pungent smell. So when I was doing some work at the Monterey Bay Aquarium during graduate school, I took on that pungent smell.
Oh, yeah. You come home smelling like mola every night?
I got some funny nicknames from the staff.
Yeah, that's great.
For those of us listening who are not familiar with the ocean sunfish, are they also called mola mola?
Well, there's multiple species of ocean sunfish. One species is called the Mola mola.
Okay.
And then there's other ones, the Mola alexandrini, the Mola tecta, the Ranzania laevis, and the Masturus lanceolatus.
Okay.
So that's all the mola in the family of Molidae.
Those are hilarious genus species names. Mola alexandrini. That's going to become my new international spy name.
It sounds like a character from an Indiana Jones movie.
Yeah, she would double cross you. And Mola Tecta, was it? Mola Tecta is going to become my DJ name. Mola Tecta, spinning some serious ocean beats.
Yes.
And then Masturus lanceolatus. Sounds like Knights of the Round Table, right?
Yeah, right. I now dub thee Knight of the Round Fish Table.
For those of you listening out there, what Mola genus species name would you most like to have if you could have one of these names? Mola alexandrini, Mola tecta, Ranzania laevis, or Masturus lanceolatus.
And don't forget the Mola.
Yes. But the sunfish has all sorts of other interesting things. I mean, it is the world's heaviest bony fish. There are other bigger fish like the whale shark, and you guys know that quite well.
We do.
But
Yeah, whale sharks have cartilage.
Yes.
Yeah.
But this is a bony fish. So, everything like tunas and halibut, your more standard kind of fish. And it's the heaviest of the bony fishes, getting to be over 6,000 pounds. And that's a pretty new world record. One washed up in Horta, which is in the Azores, and it was over 6,000 pounds.
Wow. A mola can weigh more than a great white shark.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yes.
When you've studied molas and you've had a chance to touch one, what does it feel like when you touch one?
Oh, they are very rough. At least the mola is very rough skinned. They're related to porcupine fishes and pufferfish who have plates, and on their plates, their skin have little, hooks and spines on them. So it's like this hide that can be inches, like 2 inches thick.
Whoa.
Parts. And it's like no other fish skin I've ever seen. I mean, there's just so many interesting things about it.
And then what questions are you trying to answer about molas? You've been studying them for 30 years. What are the questions you have about them?
Well, we're still really interested in their longevity, how long they live, because it's not really known. There have been some papers that say they can live upwards of 80 years, but we don't know that for sure.
That's what's exciting about the ocean is there's still so much to discover.
Oh my gosh. We've only just really seen about 5% of the ocean with our own eyes. Mm-hmm. And it's 99% of the living space on this planet. And so if you flip that around, we land-loving, desiccated humans, we just live on 1% of the available living space of this planet.
Yeah.
And look what we're doing to it. Our planet is an ocean planet, and we really just don't know what's going on in there. Lots of work and lots of good science, but so much more to discover.
What I've discovered today is that an ocean sunfish looks like a swimming head. It can't wiggle its body. It can suck its eyeballs back into its head so it doesn't get stung by things like Portuguese man-o-war while it's eating it. Mm-hmm. Its skin is so rough that it's astonishing, and it weighs more than a great white shark.
And it has these long teeth in its throat.
Whoa!
For helping catch jellies, you think?
Yes, because it sucks and spits. And it doesn't want those jellies crawling out of its gullet.
Well, thank you, Tierney, for being here on the Happiest Animal Show. Oh. This was a huge treat for us.
Oh, totally my pleasure.
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. The answer to our animal joke of the day. Why did the whale cross the ocean? Do you have a guess? The answer is to get to the other tide.
And before we go, remember, we live on a beautiful planet. So go out and find what makes you happy today.
Hey grown-ups! We know you're busy, but if you like our show, we'd love for you to tell your friends and family about it. It's the best way for our podcast to grow. And grown-ups, you can also follow us on social media at Happiest Animal Show. Or check out other fun things on our website, like how to submit an animal and how to get merch. Visit happiestanimalshow.com. The Happiest Animal Show is created by Laura Sams, Robert Sams, and Dave Kane. Produced by Cispro Studios, hosted and directed by Laura Sams and Robert Sams, and written by Laura Sams, Robert Sams, with story editor Dave Kane, and with only a little help from our cat walking across the keyboard. Now let's talk music.
Original music is written and performed by zero-time Grammy Award-winning songwriters Laura Sams and Robert Sams, except for the end credits music, which was written by Laura and Robert's Grandma Max. And the Joke Answer suspense music written by David Schultz. The theme song was written and performed by Laura and Rob, and mixed by Jason Wells of Audio Wells. Thanks for listening. You're the best.